Okay.
Sorry. So you know how the pharmaceutical industry is a big stronghold of the dark forces.
Of dark
Yeah.
forces. Yes, we do that.
So they're about to collapse. Hardcore.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
And I can tell you, and the AI is even picking up on it based upon a couple day old news.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So basically, you know about the Ebola outbreak in Africa.
Yeah.
Not really. But
I,
yeah.
I know about a little bit.
That it's getting pretty bad.
Yeah.
However, a couple of days ago, there was like Africa's been talking about health sovereignty for a long time,
Uh-huh.
but they're making a very firm stance for health sovereignty out late weekend into this week. They're saying basically the World Health Organization will work under their jurisdiction while in Africa. Like and like even then during the middle of an Ebola outbreak, not the that's not particularly the stance you would expect Africa to take. They wouldn't act this quickly unless they had something conclusive, right?
Mm.
So
I
what do
don't
they
know, but
have? Well, what are they healing everything which way with? This piece of software right here.
what's that?
The
What is it?
369 Genetics Laboratory Pro. You can put a genetic sequence here or put a gene file there, put there, make sure the max duration is long enough to complete it. Pick the duration of each thing, volume,
Mhm.
and then all stuff, and it makes audiogenomics for you right on in your laptop or desktop.
Mm.
And it has 23 different modules, including
You
the
created that software, did you not?
yes, and like the
And they're
electromagnet.
using it?
They're using it.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And basically, but they're not announcing it publicly yet because they're up against,
Oh,
the pharmaceutical cartel. So I gave them a
yeah.
series of geopolitical analyses. See all these
Mhm.
features in here?
Yeah, all sorts of things.
And then also like the
Pretty colors.
but it's like definitely, like that's like a industrial style pipeline, not like a consumer piece of software.
Hmm.
I got for the Mac, the Linux, and the Windows. So if anybody wants it, let me know, and or I'll pull out the links. But the story gets thicker. So the pharmaceutical industry is now dealing with Africa, saying, "No, you'll produce here, you'll invest in Africa," sort of thing, right?
Mhm.
And meanwhile, they're making a stand against the pharmaceuticals. So then now the stock market, I gave them some stock market advice. I said, "Hey, if my technology works, and you get it working, get put options on the pharmaceutical companies." I would say recommend the strike date of January 15th, 2027. So you have a little bit of time and buy put
Mhm.
options on the pharmaceutical companies. And as of today, the put options are going nuts. But I also sent them something legally exposing that conclusively with documentation that pharma is organized crime because they own the insurance and the interlocking directorates. I mapped that all out. And then now today, the Federal Trade Commission here in the U.S. Made an antitrust injunction against Johnson& Johnson. Weird. I sent that to the African Union, not the U.S. government, but they must be getting some diplomatic pressure. Meanwhile, dark pool liquidity buys massive amounts of put options for that contract date, out of the money, mind you, on the pharmaceutical industry,
Uh-huh.
which means it's working. And which means
Meaning is
Africa's like,
important.
and they're not announcing it yet because they're going to get the documentation in place. Then they're going to stick it to the pharmaceuticals group. And then what's going to happen is Resonance Healing is going to go. And it doesn't matter that I'm like pariah numero uno, do not deal with him in the sound healing community. They didn't cure a pandemic, they just relieve muscle pain. It's
Oh,
There's
and
Jack.
then but the
everyone.
big forces, the dark forces, okay, just say goodbye to them.
yeah. Well, we won't miss them.
I hope they find happiness in some more fruitful profession.
I I don't really mind where they find their living. I'd
Just
actually
elsewhere.
prefer if they decided to go and grow good food for people. That would be
Exactly.
really good.
If they basically find something positive, because
Hmm.
not everybody in that industry is crooked that way. It's like because some people get ensnared into it because they think they're told it's a certain way, then
Yeah.
they're too nerdy to know any better.
Yeah,
But
Michael, I just want to bring Jack up to speed. So it's so nice to have you join us, Jack. Michael Kersey, our Jolly Dragon Roger, has just announced, in with respect to the Ebola outbreak that's going on in Africa right now, that Africa has decided to allow the WHO to come in under them instead of on top. And what they're using instead of the big pharma, um, and I would have to say that that would be your inoculations, that they are using audiogenomics, the 369 audiogenomics that Michael created. And
Wow.
so, yeah, so he's just announced it here for the very first time. And so what he's talking about is that big pharma is actually on a slippery slope. And my concern with that, Michael, is the number of people who are on various types of medication that um, are you have to be weaned off of it in order to
that includes
maintain
myself, believe it
sanity.
or not.
Say what?
They've had me on this shit since I was 3.
Yeah, yeah, I
Which means,
know.
but the advantage is basically, they're doctors, basically, right? Rather than see, I know a lot about a lot of things, but I don't know how to exactly target what I've got to make when I get off my pharma. But people that actually understand that stuff, now working with the
Hey,
technology and taking it seriously, they can come up with
I
something that will
can't
help
hear him.
me.
Can others hear him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear Michael.
Why can't you hear him, Jack?
Now I can hear you.
Can you hear
Oh,
me
Okay.
now?
that's good. Say it again, Michael.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Good.
Good. So, so basically, yeah, because myself, I'm on that list too. But what I'm going to propose next, after they deal with this, and once they actually announce it, is that they make something to help me get off of it because they've had me on these drugs since I was 3, and I can get off of them. But then, like, basically, I go like my brain
Yeah,
speed
Big
just goes.
Pharma doesn't like people messing around with their multi-billion dollar business.
They don't
No, they
like
sure
people.
don't.
They kill people for this shit.
Yeah.
And
So,
I have a thing I would like to tell Big Pharma, not at you, ladies and gentlemen, but Big Pharma. Anyways,
that was very eloquent.
because they keep people sick, and it's like if I get off of them, my mental and emotional speed will go so fast, nobody will be able to keep up with me.
I
Yeah.
have a hard time
Well,
keeping
we
up with you
can't keep
now.
up with you as is.
It goes into the realms of basically my spiritual power goes so through the roof that that basically, well, I can keep pace with it. Everybody else, I'm tapping into stuff so deep on the dimensions, people don't have any frame of reference, nor do I have the ability to slow down and communicate with people. And because it actually suppresses my magical power, and I've fought it my whole life. But at the same time, dependency physically is hard because to stabilize that, it would take, other like herbs, which Angela would be, I'm sure happy to do with me, once it gets to that point, but also to be able to use my technology. And then they could come up with a sequence that would actually basically fix that problem, and it's a cure. It's not perpetual sickness for treatment. It's actually curing something, and it's more, and it can be customized to everybody individually, and it doesn't, it just nips it in the bud. It heals it. But the thing is, the tool I've created, I could only, I knew to create it. What I do with genetics is dangerously AI focused and self-experimental, for certain, superpower development, But but I found out how to make a disease, and this was the perfect opportunity. Where people were needing it, and since I just created the program and found out about the pandemic, and then bam. But they're going to take it places I couldn't, is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
And I would like to give you all the software too, just to keep as a seed against the grain. And if you want to play with it, go ahead, but be careful with this.
It's safe with me.
My
I wouldn't know what to do with it. Marco, what did you say?
my computer is like all kind of flaky right now as it is. It keeps shutting down, and I have to restart it, and you know, sometimes every other day, sometimes a couple times a day. I know I need some viruses or something taken off of it. Um, your software, is it like large to run, or
Depends on what you're doing with it. It can be compute heavy. It can be light. Depends upon what module you're using. See,
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure I
it's,
don't fully understand what it's doing right now, but
it
um,
sonifies genetic data. But there's an
okay,
easy module for everybody to use, which are it will synchronize basically different harmonic mixing tools too with music. So you can modulate one AM modulation where it's actually music and music. So you have simultaneous music that doesn't have dissonance because they're simultaneously modulated. One's the modular, one's the carrier with
Yeah.
your music.
so
So
is that different than multiple tracks?
it's like you have two parallel dimensions, and they're quantum entangled throughout the whole thing
Mm,
of sounds. So you hear both simultaneously without them interfering with each other.
interesting.
All right.
One
So
in
does
one
this,
ear and the other?
Yeah, no. Simultaneous.
No.
The
Not
best way.
not binaural.
Okay, so not similar to binaural, except for think you have your music, right?
Mhm.
And then you have maybe you could either have a voice track if you want to do a narration, right? Instead of having the voice with with whatever other sound is in there, you could have that other sound and the voice, and you would hear them simultaneously, as if from two different directions, without needing the binaural beats.
Hmm.
The same way a radio station works, except for the carrier's a song, not a or a clip, not a solid frequency band. So that's how you do simultaneous sounds. Double AFC is just a tuning tool, or after you've done that, then of course you have sub-audible genomic mixer, which basically it does a similar thing, but then you can basically set the volume levels. Um, and that's for inserting genomic audio in the music.
So that would
And
be
then you
like
have the bowl.
subliminal. That would be subliminal then?
Yep, yep. Signature track reader, which is basically just like bowls, bass, drums, which is like classic terminal settings. If you need to make a little, so you have the bass track, then it kind of makes it into a meditation track.
Cool.
This is the good one for you guys. Any file, binary to DNA to audio. That's why this is the best one for you guys, is because you just open a plain text document and you type a prayer in there and you put that in there. There's no CRISPR targeting on that one. It just converts data. But if you write a prayer or an intention into it, it then communicates it to every cell in the body. And without targeting, it's like just saying it to the cell. So if you have a positive affirmation or a meditation, that can become literal medicine there.
Exactly.
Wow.
So this needs to be attached
Wow.
to somebody for it to do something?
And the person just needs to listen to it.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Just like a sound
And
file.
it's a sound file. And
This is
then, of course, the speed up, because you can speed it up typically in increments of multiples of 8. So I do 8 or 64 typically. And you speed up the genomic audio to make the file shorter because it'll be pretty long. But you want to do it in powers of 2. And then you have the negative space harmonic resonance. So the harmonic frequency you can select of basically a bunch of typical solfeggios for a harmonic frequency, and then it puts that into the negative space of whatever music it is. So you can kind of fit, it's like a whole like tuning suite for the Audiogenomics, but it can also be used with standard, it's made for standard music with it, in other words. So then you have the batch AFC, which is basically just doing it's putting the um so you have your genomic audio, you have a directory, which means a folder full of music, and it's always in the wave audio format on the software. And the input directory is every song in that directory, every wave audio file. You don't want to have anything but wave, goes in there, and it processes the Audiogenomics into every song in that directory.
Wow.
So if you're doing bulk music, that's an Angela move. Then of
Yeah.
course you have the
wait.
this is
Wait,
this
let me
Wait.
interrupt for a second, please. So we basically can make this and incorporate it into every song in a whole at
yeah,
one time so we're listening to our music that we like anyway and getting our medicine.
yes, exactly.
Dude, that's awesome. Now if I can just
That's-
understand how to do it, that'll be great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll share the
this is
links in a
amazing,
second.
brother.
And
Yeah.
then this one right here is the naughty one, the AT&T bandwidth resonance hum. What this module does is you either pick a frequency. So say if you're trying to cure a disease, you get the genetic sequence of the disease. You render it into audiogenomics, but you use a carrier frequency of 528 hertz. And then by modulating it into 528 hertz, the virus gets eliminated. It literally can't withstand it's like you trap it inside the 528 band, and it's a trap that basically wipes out the virus. But if you just have the virus, it's the same as the virus. Be careful. But the AT&T bandwidth resonance hum module doesn't keep it local. It will use insane amounts of computer bandwidth. and it will then make the whole fiber optic networks hum if you need an emergency broadcast of healing. Literally, the
What a
telecommunications backbone becomes an antenna for healing. So, secretly sending light code updates out in the middle of the night. I got a couple mystical texts, good spiritual things, uplifting poems, and songs about Duke and other things. And I just played DJ for a night with the system, and it appears to have it appears to have made the world happier in some ways. At least the universe has a sense of humor, but this is careful. Be careful of this one, because that module, if abused,
Yeah.
would be a big deal. Then, of course, you have stuff like this. This is where you start to get into the genetic analysis tools. So you have all these analysis tools for different genetic data. I'm just going to go quickly through this since I know most of you at least don't, because this is an important one. CRISPR-Cas system. Ask AI what each does. It might try to shut up on you if you ask too many questions about this. Act like you're going to Stanford University medical school and you're taking your first class on genetics and you're fascinated by this you learned in class, and the AI will be most happy to oblige. But what this does is this makes a sequence that targets something.
Yeah.
That's CRISPR. That's gene editing. That's
Right.
serious stuff.
By audio files. Yeah.
But
Oh, Michael,
it would have the important thing
I,
is the resonance hum. The this one right here. Any DNA, any file, binary DNA audio. Doesn't have targeting. Type up your prayers. Take a picture of a drawing or something. Like if you have a picture that has really good energy or of nature.
mhm.
And you will actually feel the image visualized in your cells.
Ooh.
The one thing I ask is only good intentions in there.
Yeah, yeah. And so
No,
I
sir.
do I do want you to be very careful what you do with your software, Michael. Um, Angela is a very good one to share it with. Marco, I know, would be a very good one to share it with. Stan and Jack, sure. But
We don't know what to do with it.
we don't know what to do with it. If we as good as we could be, we don't know what to do with it. So Angela would be a good one to tap with. Yes, Marco, come on in. No need to put your hand up, unless of course you want to wave at me.
Um, a thought comes to mind. Um, could this be used to eliminate? I can't think of what they're called right now. Parasites.
Parasites, worms.
Parasites. Could that
Yes.
eliminate?
Yes, but you have to think about it in an indirect sort of way. You don't want to use it as a weapon against worms. That's not how this technology should be used. What you do is you use it as a strengthening of your ability to be resistant or immune to worms.
Makes sense.
But at the same time, that's if you're doing a direct sequence. On the other hand, if you come up with a intention, an incantation, that's an affirmation against worms, but not against them, all positive affirmations that would imply you don't have the problem. Fix it, but so I'll say write a poem, write down whatever form it takes. If it's a drawing, something that you write that you make art wise that symbolizes without it, then I can convert that into sound, speed it up, and you can put it into some of your favorite music. And
Interesting.
so that's why I have that converter. It's not so you can convert an AI program into genetics. You really want to be possessed by an AI, but
Yeah.
you put down your spiritual, what comes intuitively, communicate it, and you create your own medicine artistically.
Nice.
Art is already medicine. So this is
Yes,
like
it is.
amping it up.
Yes.
It's going to take me some
Exactly.
time to wrap my head around this, but I'm glad you're here, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
You and if you want to just like send me basically it's something you come up with you want to convert, that's no problem. But I'm saying it's see because you can write something, you can even generate stuff or with AI, and if you translate it to Sanskrit using AI, write something in your own words, translate it into Sanskrit, it'll come out better because Sanskrit's a Rosetta Stone language. It's a universal translator.
And in order to translate to Sanskrit, I'm hoping AI can do that because I'm not fluent in
Absolutely. Yes.
Sanskrit.
That's what I meant. Use AI.
Man, oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So if you have any thing you need to convert, now the thing is you treat it like so then you put it into the so I like to put it into rock and roll. It's kind of like, I don't have to listen to the humming, like just like slowly getting a person up to that state, right? That's not how this works. This is about basically communicating it, not communicating to this level of the body, but making it go really small. And every cell feels what you put in. So this allows a person to create their own medicine in a sense. Let the geneticists play with the genetic targeting and all that, because that part can be dangerous if mishandled by accident. But the part where the binary conversion, that's non-targeting. It's whatever resonates with that intention. And because the binary code is actually built upon universal logic, the pixel mapping is 2. And so by converting it into this, it's telecommunications for the cell. So just send me some creations and I'll put it in there. I've been up for a long time. I could get some rest after this chat.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that you came. This is I'm very honored. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for
I love
coming
you,
and playing with
Shannon.
us. Oh man, you have
No,
no idea.
sorry, I've been hogging it. Sorry about that.
Well, yeah, I wish I had those too, but they don't come out the same. Yeah, Marco is the there. He's throwing the hearts for everybody. There we go.
The
This
important thing
is
is that Africa is going to be rising. And if we can rise
yes,
Africa's energy, the temples
yes,
that are still there,
yeah,
they've just, but nobody expects Africa to rise. You see what I mean? Everybody kind of
yeah.
takes for granted that Africa has been like what they consider irrelevant, even though they pillage it for resources endlessly. And the amount of like, because then suddenly an ecological restoration, all this restoration all across the continent,
Uh-huh.
and it completely monkey wrenches the entire cabal's plan because they're not counting on Africa being strong.
Right.
So I'm gonna go
But
there
it
later
is
this year.
full of youth. It is full of young people without the controls that their parents would have had, because a lot of them are orphans. A lot of them are orphans. And I don't like what has happened to a large number of them. You know, they get the capitalism bug, And the tribal nature of them is overcome by
It's
the
not so much
capitalists.
capitalism as it is extractionism.
Okay,
Capitalism,
we'll call it
in
that.
its true
Yeah.
sense, because what we have now is not capitalism; it's fascism.
Yes, you're quite
Because
right.
people don't realize that all fascism is when you can't tell the difference between the state and corporate apparatus anymore.
Right.
It's like people think about it as, oh, this. Then they think of examples of those, and they don't think about what it means. It's when the corporate apparatus and the state, there's no difference between them, and that's the But capitalism, in natural capitalism, there's no monopolies. Those can only
Right.
come about artificially. And so, in a sense, like, but also the idea of community was hijacked too. They hijacked both sides of it, and then it was to stretch us out of our spirits.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so are you a consumer or are you a steward?
I
Do
like
you
to
grow
think
the
I'm a
garden?
steward, but do I what?
Do you grow the garden, in other words, in some way in this
In
world?
some
That's the way I
way.
look at it.
In some way. What Stan and I are involved in is um, establishing the garden, establishing the new tree of life. Um, the new tree of life is a cottonwood tree, and it grows while shedding. It thrives as pieces of it that are done fall away. Um, I was introduced to the template back in 2020 when the pandemic hit, and I was going to Humanity Rising and playing with Stan and Jack on in the after chat. And in the afternoons, I would go down to the beach and sit underneath Atlas and talk to hashtag the one we are and mom, the magic in ordinary moments. I mean, that's what that whole, I feel like I was 2020 was the breaking of the egg. It everything became, at least my path became more clear to me, and I didn't know what I was doing when I followed that path, and when I got down a little bit further, I realized how mom was guiding me in order to create an aspect of the vision that I had no idea how it could happen. The vision, well, Michael, I think the vision of our heart gardens. It's the quantumly entangled cells of the heart of the next iteration of life, the next fractal of life. And the next fractal of
Are
life
you
is
talking about the
served.
new temples?
The what?
The new additions to the Great Grid to continue the
I have,
grid, like the
I have no
pyramids,
idea.
like all sacred sites on Earth, have a unified divine plan. There's a grid. So the issue is most of them are now out of alignment because
Yes, there
because
are
the
people
pole star
working on that.
stage. I have plans like for a I was designing a system which could architecturally bridge all of them, like all alignments. So it would activate all the infrastructure for the whole Kali Yuga and create the ascension portal. But I'm not the one that I just have the concept. If you know any architecture people, I could share it with you. 1 second.
We do have some amazing connections with, for example, the Kogi down in Colombia and Marianne Williamson. There's a bunch of different people that are involved in this. Hello, Angela. Yeah, you're working, aren't you?
I am. It's something else. It's been an interesting day.
Has it? I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I just want to let you know that Michael has been sharing his Audiogenomics with us, and that, yeah, we're all looking at you, girl. Yeah.
Angela, I think you could make Audiogenomics for one of your side hustles.
I do believe that that should be exactly what she does, and make albums that are specifically for specific issues. Because when Big Pharma goes down, we're going to need medicine that addresses the issues that we have. And I've been talking about addressing the issues and tissues of our uh, localities in our heart gardens. I mean, that's the purpose of our heart gardens, is to take care of the issues and tissues of our communities. And apparently, this is going to give us an opportunity to establish ways and means to support our communities. And I love that.
And
I think Angela does too.
I'm going to interrupt for just a minute. Michael, you asked a question a couple minutes ago, and I'm going to give you a visual answer here with a screen share.
Okay, let's see it.
If I can get it to work. There it goes. And is it working? Yes. You asked about being a steward.
I love it.
Yeah. That is so you, Marco.
And that was
I love it.
just a simple prompt into Chat GPT. Once somebody gives you a prompt, you can do a lot of things.
Well, you enable your AI by providing it information, true information about who you are, and it will support you in who you are.
Yeah, all I did was use my profile picture from Facebook and what you know about me, and do a line drawing with me at a desk and a computer. And that's what it came up with.
I love it.
Oh my. I shared a little file with you in the chat I thought you might find interesting. It's not the particular project, it's the methodology in it I think you'll love.
Polestar grid budget.
Yep. But if you look down, scroll down with the schematics, what they do as far as the way it's built.
The 3 layers are going even farther down.
There you go.
What the heck is this?
PDF. Microsoft Edge calls.
An Illumihart Foundation community project, acquisition Dragon Temple architecture, budget and governance. We have to talk more deeply about this, you know.
Yikes.
Yikes.
No, this is just kind of
What, Marco?
I have a lot going on right now, and this just kind of triggered me a little bit. I really have
Was that
right now.
That was an overload. Okay, so what I suspect what you need to perhaps consider is asking or asking Michael to create an Audiogenomics that suggests that you have all the time you need to do the things that are given to you as the next thing to do, and you know automatically what is the right thing to do in every moment.
That's a good one.
Like that, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that pole star grid. Okay, so my question is, what is it all about? What is it for?
It's for a temple that bridges the gap and puts all 13 pole star generations of temple back into alignment as a bridge node. In other words, before the pyramids at Giza or Chichen Itza, there's a whole bunch of them under the ground in layers, going back 26,000 years throughout the whole Kalisha. This activates all of them.
Right. Okay. I kind of like that.
Fireworks display. And the network of these all over the globe, and our current generation is like capstones, so that it regenerates the Earth's ancient, power. And it's like a Deus Machina for the light, and it's like our equivalent of the fireworks display.
Okay, so let me put it this way. Okay, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Angela sent this to me. And when she sent it to me, my response to her was, but what does it do? So rather than me asking you that question, what I'm going to say is that you need something at the beginning, an executive summary that states the purpose and the, just high level, this is what's going to happen. This is the whole purpose of what's going on here. And then everything else becomes foundational for that.
Also, prospectus at the beginning.
Otherwise,
Gotcha. Yeah,
we're looking at a whole bunch of different things and we don't know why we're looking at it.
Okay, so what it is it's schematics and budgeting.
Yeah.
For the building, but the important thing is the images in the schematics towards the middle end of the document, because those are basically just like diagrams, visual of how it's, and that methodology is not just for that location.
But Michael, until we understand why we're looking at it, we don't understand what we're looking at.
I gotcha. I'll write a prospectus for you.
I'm absolutely sure you would, and I thank you for it.
I was just saying that that's the kind of nerdy, basically how you build the thing and get it to go sort of package. That's like, but at the same time, that's for architects, that particular one right there. So I should make you a different one. But the idea is you just have a 13-pointed star, and each point of it is one of the pole stars, because it alternates between 13 of them in a full grand cycle of the Earth every 26, the Mayan calendar length. And so by aligning it to all of them, it doesn't matter which one's in alignment. And by gridding, just like making crystal grids, you grid it to all the other ones on the surface and the ones we know about, and places we know where we kind of know where Lemuria and Atlantis are under the ocean. Atlantis is right off the east coast of the U.S. And then Lemuria is off the Pacific Northwest. and Vancouver, British Columbia.
Nice.
In that general area, kind of a little more on the Canada side than the US side, but covers both out and a little bit over off the ocean. And so you just grid it up with what you know is there because it's all interconnected. And then that pole star comes down, it then hits the resonance, then hits that, which then but not just that, because it's aligned to all the pole stars, it bridges the resonance of all of them. And thus, it's a step down converter for all the ancient temples because they deactivated them. It turns them back on. That's what that is.
But the question is, what would we do with all of that energy? And how do we collect it? So there's a lot of things, Michael, and truly, honestly, we do want to go deeper, but I'm not sure that we can get all of that information into this meeting. So what I really want to do at this point is invite you to come back again next week with the next iteration. Okay, because I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all works out. But I do want you to be able to list what, Marco? Come on in.
Don't we already have a special agenda for next week?
You do. We do. Angela. Yes, Angela and Natalie are coming in to next week. And so it's the week after that, Michael, that I want you to come back with the prospectus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll prepare some materials for you.
Well, I just think that is just amazing. And I'm really looking forward to it. This is, we're going to change the world. We are doing it already. But I really want to see how we can support the civilization that we are a part of in its transition, so that the most possible people can survive the transition and in the best of all possible health and happiness. Because that's what we're going for, is health and happiness, right?
That's basically just abundance too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you get that from abundance. Yeah.
But it's just the difference is ancient technology was way different. It was like just having a gem was the piece of tech, because we didn't need all these tools to do these things. We were empowered in our spirits. And in a sense, infrastructure fading in that kind of sense, if you could stand up into the higher dimensions, in your own sovereignty.
Nice.
All that energy, we wouldn't harness it in tech. It would be in us and our intentions in the future. And that's where it gets really the psychedelic movement would they don't get that if you're grounded and in your truth, it's like that all the time, and you can you're not lost in it.
Well, I don't know if you are part of what has been prophesied and what the channelers are talking about. But it does beg the question, because what you're describing is basically what I've heard prophesied. What they're saying is coming. Bridge. Well, that's part of it, but there's other things as well, and I've been listening to the channelers, and I'm really quite interested in what is being spoken about that's coming. I mean, this is the fun part. This is what I came for, man.
It's like I just do the I take the concepts and I work them out into a part where I know they're feasible and sort of level. But then with my basically what I come up with, then other people have different pieces of the fill in of it. So I come up with a macro,
Yes.
basically architectural stuff, and because and then everybody finds their. This is why I try to design it. I don't do everything. I don't have the AI fill in every detail. I leave that to the people that do those details, and I guess I'm
Yeah.
just an architect of paradigms.
Good for you. And I am similar, as is Jack, as is Stan, as is Marco. I mean, this is a lovely little group of people who are architecting the future. We're certainly
I
not
would say the
so,
parasite track. You wanted me to make a parasite track. Wanted to get rid of the parasites.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Actually, I have like a more important thing that I was hoping I could talk to you, separately, one on one.
Okay, we can do
Something
that.
kind of urgent. And I think this is just a huge synchronicity.
Yeah. Well, do you have my number?
I don't think so.
Could you get it? Shannon, would you be willing to share my number?
I can. No,
My
I would have to ask Angela to do that because
Angela, could you do that for me? My 530 number?
Well, I'll just do a group text, Marco, with Michael in there. And that way you can get it from there.
hmm,
Perfect.
that would be better rather than putting it in chats and whatnot. We will make sure, Marco, that you get in touch with our sweet Kersey here. And everything shall turn around as it should. And I would really like it if Stan got involved as well. And because my friend Stan has managed to develop a system-wide infection. And they are feeding him antibiotics and whatnot. And I would prefer that he get good medicine.
Yeah.
He was in hospital for a week ago and is now home. But we have to figure out how to enable whatever happens. We need to figure out how to ensure that his legacy outlives him and me.
So is he all right or in critical? And what do
Getting
I?
better.
So you said an infection? An infection?
Yep. Have a infected leg, and it's infecting my blood.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So what we would do in this case? Let's come up with it together.
I love that you
How I
put
would.
on your white coat.
Oh, thank you. It says quantum mechanic. So let's see. So if you're coming up with something, you don't go against the bacteria. You make something that makes yourself, that bacteria, say, oh no, we can't be here. But at the same time, do you know what type of infection it is?
Not exactly. I'm not a doctor.
And the doctors don't know either.
Well,
But it's a
my
bacterial
wife
or
would know
viral.
more detail. I mean, if I need to get more technical, she has.
Stan, you got to lean into your microphone.
Let's see. So okay, so I'll come up with So if we want to make something that's positively from ChatGPT, I like better than Gemini for this stuff.
Hey, Jersey,
What is it, Angela?
Jersey. It's a cross between a bacterial and a viral.
The cross. There's
It's a
both.
cross. What's in his bud? Yeah, it's a cross. I can feel it.
So,
Both?
Angela, what would you tell the AI?
She has
I got
she has a customer.
Please create a series of all positive affirmations in Sanskrit and provide an English translation after you do the Sanskrit of a person in a whole being of health. Basically, the purpose is to make a state where a virus and a bacterial infection could not exist, and the blood is clean and pure. But think of it like a Sanskrit mantra, a prayer of wholeness, affirming only the positive of well-being, while at the same time in the negative space negating viral and bacterial infection and promoting cleansing of the blood. Let's see. So I told the AI to come up with Sanskrit because it's like is there anything else you would want put in there? Anything you
Dan?
can think of?
I'm not sure what we're being asked.
He's
I would love-
creating medicine for you, a sound file
Okay.
for you
Well, that
to
would be
bolster
just
your
lovely.
system.
And if we can give my body the capacity to heal itself from
Yes.
from this disorder
Watch it.
that's
Okay,
been.
I'm going to ask you a question real quick. I'm going to have you listen to this mantra I came up with, and I want to ask you before I turn it into Audiogenomics, which will be way more potent. I want you to just hear it and tell me how you feel about it. So it reads it first.
Quest of wholeness. Sanskrit affirmation of perfect health.
Okay, I don't hear anything very well.
You offer a mantra that affirms only the positive state, while allowing illness to dissolve implicitly through the fullness of health. The Sanskrit below focuses entirely on vitality, purity, harmony, strength, radiant blood, balanced immunity, and complete well-being. It avoids directly naming disease, viruses, or bacteria, and instead fills the negative space with affirmations of wholeness. Sanskrit mantra. Aham Purna Swasthya Swarupa Asmi. Mam Shariran Divya Prakashayan Paripurnam Asti. Mama Shariram Divya Prakashana Paripurnam Asti. Mam Raktan Shuddhan Nirmalan Tejomyam Asti. Mama Raktam Shuddhan Nirmalan Tejomyam Asti. Mam Sarva Kosha Samyak Jivan Shaktya Prafulita Santi. Mama Sarva Kosha Jivan Shaktlita Santi. Mam Pratirakshan Shaktiya Druda Buddhimati Samata Yukta Chasti. Dridha Buddhimati Samata Yukta Asti. Mam Nadyu Swacha Mukta Sugam Pravaha Yukta Santi. Mukta Sugama Pravata Santi. Pratyeka Shvasa Jivanam Balan Shantim Chavahati. Pratyeka Shvasa Jivanam Balam Shantim Chavahati. Mam Hridayam Premna Soharden Ojasacha Spandate. Mama Hridayam Premna Ojasacha Spandate. Mam Astriya Mansani Raktan Mazjacha Sanyak Santulitani Santi. Mama Astriya Mamsani Madhya Samyak Santulitani Santi. Mam Sharirasya Sarvabhaga Prasamanasya Kalyam Kurvanti. Mama Sharirsha Sarvabhaga Prasamanam Samanasya Kalyam Kurvanti. Aham Oja Teja Rata Jasmi. Aham Swasthya should be Purnata Jasmi. Aham Swasthya should be Purnata Jasmi. English translation. I am the embodiment of perfect health. My body is filled with divine light. My blood is pure, clear, and radiant. All my cells flourish with life energy. My immune wisdom is strong, intelligent, and balanced. My channels flow freely, clearly, and harmoniously. Every breath carries life, strength, and peace. My heart pulses with love, harmony, and vitality. My bones, tissues, blood, and marrow are perfectly balanced. Every part of my body works together in harmony. I am vitality, radiance, and life force. I am health, purity, and wholeness. short Java.
How was that?
It sounded like it was really good. What did you think, Stan?
I don't know.
The sound quality was
heard,
pretty bad.
yeah, I thought I heard somebody trying to do an affirmation that would
That's what this is. So watch this.
Tell my body to heal itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
Michael, the sound quality
state.
was pretty bad. So
sorry,
that might be.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going to take this affirmation. I'm going to put it into text document. Make it plain text. Save it. affirm.txt. Okay. Make sure. Got everything. Let's see.
I love the idea that Angela can just add this into her music.
Let's see. Now we go here. Now save my. Okay, so now I take my affirm.txt, right? Into that module I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, any file, the DNA audio input.
Mm-hmm.
I go here, the Sanskrit mantra,
Mm-hmm.
and just throw out text format.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now I'm going to make the sample rate 96,000. 9 milliseconds per, and now just spam the max duration because it depends on the file size. It's just the max. Convert. Click to convert. Process initiated. Now on my home screen, it's already done.
Your
Now,
medicine is on the way, Stan.
And so, Stan, what type of music do you like?
Well, the stuff that Angela has been producing for the last 6 months that we've been listening to. I love her stuff. It's beautiful. And otherwise, I'm a general kind of 60s hippie rock and roll kind of person. And
would this song sit well with you? It's called it's mocking the feds.
Okay.
Or Schrodinger's case file, I think. Let me know if this sounds good.
File name. Stradinger.
It's basically mocking the feds by them trying to go against all the scientific laws because they aren't obeying them. And it just goes through the different scientific laws and agency responses and stuff. And what happens
you
when you
just try that one first. And if he doesn't like it, well, in 2 weeks, you can give him a different one.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So the affirmation is basically the cool thing about affirmations. They work on a bunch of different people. It's like the other stuff has to be very specific. Think about it. If you try to do it manually, it becomes ludicrously complex. But if you just stick with the affirmation, it's universal.
Okay.
But it's both the same thing in opposite perspectives, mind or heart.
Okay.
See.
So, Angela, tell me, do you feel that this is good action, what's going on right now? That looks very good.
That sounds
Thank you
nice.
so much. Yeah. And yes, Stan, you're going to share your medicine with other people like Jack. I don't know that you need it, but if you could be more vital and stronger and healthier, that would be good. Hey, Jack?
Yeah, we like that.
More of that, please. I know that'll suit Marco as well.
Yeah, just, for your information, I just didn't want to interrupt things, but I haven't been able to hear much of what Michael has said, so I don't know. So I can't be involved in any kind of thinking about that because I haven't heard. I've heard maybe one word out of 50.
Oh my, that's not good. Your speaker, I think, might be a problem, because I've managed to hear most of his words without any difficulty.
Yeah, well, it's pretty weird because I can hear you and Stan and Marcos, and you guys can hear Michael.
Yeah,
I don't understand what is going on with my thing because I can hear everybody but Michael.
that is
And
so weird. Angela, you're laughing. Why are you laughing so much? You have to.
Oh, great. Oh my goodness. Energetically, things are shifting so rapidly. And it's like sensors are getting kicked on all over the place. If that,
Sensors. Yeah.
they're censoring. Yeah, they're censoring people and they're censoring different things that they don't want other people to hear and stuff like that all the time. So that's why I'm laughing. I had an older gentleman in here that I needed to clear some energy for and to do some things for. He was very scared and worried. He almost ran out of gas and all kinds of stuff. And, I saved his life,
Yeah, good for you. Thank you so much, Angela,
just
for
the
doing your
normal
work.
gas station mystic at your service.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just the normal stuff. And Stan, I knew it had something to do with your blood, and they can't figure it out, huh? Michael and I were contemplating the other day when we were on the phone together, and I said, Michael, what's going on with Stan? And both of us came up with his blood. So that's, good validation for both of us. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I passed out last Saturday, and my wife had to send me off to the hospital because I wasn't
They do a
conscious.
Doppler test and all that stuff. You don't have a
All
blood test
kinds of
somewhere?
tests have been done. All sorts of tests have been done on me, and they don't know what was going on. And
Well,
but I'm
and
starting
we've
to.
lost Angela.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and we've lost Michael. Come
I'm
back. Come
here.
back. Oh, you're good. Okay. Okay. So, are you?
All right. So
You working on
I'm
that?
thinking,
Yeah.
I can understand from this conversation
Uh-huh.
is that Michael is attempting to create essentially a spell to pass on to my body through his manipulations of the nature of reality, and to tell my body to hey, get your shit in gear. Yeah.
I don't know if I would call it a cell, Stan. More a song or a vibration that is going to talk
Okay.
to every single one of your cells.
Okay. Well, there you go. But it's an affirmation in
Yeah.
a sense, which is essentially a spell or
That's exactly what it is.
yeah.
But spelling an intention, which
Right.
is the critical thing.
A spell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that's exactly what it is. It's where witchcraft meets medicine. It's spirit and matter reunited. Alchemy.
See, I heard cell as opposed to spell. And I see what you're saying now, Stan, now that I understand what you were saying. And the answer is yes, exactly. And we need to see, we have, as humanity has lost the ability to cast spells because of our disconnection. And we are in the process of reconnecting, but until we are connected and can heal ourselves, we have the ability to use AI and 369 Audiogenomics. And mercifully created by Michael Kersey. Yes, Angela.
And another thing that Stan needs to add is some crystals.
Crystals.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's certain crystals that work with your blood. You can actually do a little grid on your body, for your blood flow and things like that. I think I sent you the video of Cryon. He did a little 15.
Yeah, he was talking about crystals. Yeah, it didn't make any specific sense that I could understand. I mean, it was very general kind of lecture.
Chat.
I have
the audio is
at
in the
home
chat.
that I'll look at.
You don't need to use it on super high volume either, but the audio is in the chat.
Why can't I get it to show up?
I'm going to put you on mute. My boss is here.
Hi, Mary. I don't know why.
Okay, so Brian's not here. We have Brian's note taker.
AI is here. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm really tired. I was up all night last night.
Oh, sweetie.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
But I left the audio in the chat, and it should be good for anybody to listen to because we use the affirmation base. I tested it out.
Okay, are you talking about the Pole Star Girl?
No, below that.
One after that.
Holographic something or other?
Holographic AFC. My problem is that for some reason I'm getting nothing. Wait a minute. Maybe it's in music. Recent growth through love. No. Audiogenomics. Healthy Shannon.
Type in the file name. Holographic.
Type it in where? Oh, in
your search bar.
Okay, search. Holographic. Contains holographic. I don't freaking know.
Can you right click on it and then choose where to download it?
I can copy it. Open in reading mode. It's just.
It's blocking.
Copy link to high print. Open reading mode.
Well, that's a really funny sounding file.
You got it. Oh, good.
It sounds like underwater bubbles.
Mm-hmm. Man, I have downloaded this thing 16 times and it doesn't show up in my downloads. And I go into my
Now I'm trying to figure out, is this being played by the music program? Yes, it's being played by my music program.
Applications in music. Music. Home radio. Home, maybe home. No, radio recently added. Should be right there. It's not there. I don't understand.
I'll send it to you on WhatsApp, Shannon.
Sorry, what?
I'll send it to you on WhatsApp.
Oh, that would be just so appreciated. Thank you so much, Michael.
What's that?
He's going to send it to me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
But you've got it, and that's who really
I
needs
have
it.
I have something. It's playing in the music program right now, and when I tried to get it to stop, it didn't want to do that. But it's coming to an end. So it just ended.
It's a minute 36. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound like bubbles.
Yes, it's
Does that?
a bubble program.
Oh, well, I'll listen to more of that a little later, but
Or that
that's
bubble, think
wonderful.
of the sound of protein in its living state. That's what that sound is.
Okay.
The sound of what?
Protein in its living state.
Protein in its living state. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A healthy protein.
Exactly, because that's how it communicates. It sounds like the protein in its living state, and the cells understand that because that's what the cells do. They have protein factories.
Right.
So, that bubbling is actually the sound of protein living. If you think about where it is in the blood and in the cells, the sound of life at a really zoomed in sort of perspective, that's what it sounds like.
Nice. All right. We want to see, Stan, you shine so bright that the doctors don't understand how you could be so healthy and happy and and they'll be so confused and they won't know what to do and they'll ask you, "What did you do?" I can't
I
wait to
went to
see
And
this
that
party.
happen.
I went
you
to a
don't want to
party on
overuse people.
Zoom, and the people there were screwing around with the life forces in the universe, and they aimed their gun at me.
That's a good kind of gun. Thank you for your good work, Michael, and thank you so much for the gifts you
Please
give.
let me know. Please let me know how it helps and if it needs to be adjusted. Um, I would start out with affirmations because in this way you can make it using the scientific like sequences, or you can like but that's more of a that's editing. Not everybody wants editing. Basically, it's something I do on myself, but most people are not into editing. So instead, the affirmation technique then allows communication. So, so, so that's the versatile tool, but also it allows us to just think about creatively, Shannon. What do you want to basically be? And then it's a very powerful manifestation tool as well.
Excellent. I will work on that.
All right. So I now have a sound file that sounds like a bunch of bubbles that lasts for about 2 minutes, and I can listen to it again.
And again
Yeah,
and
but
again.
don't over listen to it.
Okay.
I like to. It's like you listen to it, wait a couple minutes, listen to it, and do that until you listen 3 times, and then just like it kind of feel it out because those bubbles. Think of like if you have a bunch of the same shape in a higher dimension overlapping itself. Each bubble, but the timing between them and the overlap is really precise. Them every 9 milliseconds, it's an alternation of frequency. The way I said it.
Okay. If you say so. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much for the it put the brakes on kind of thing, the guide rails, guardrails, guidance, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens because I'm going to use it too, and I look forward to revisiting this question in a couple of weeks.
You guys.
That's not
Love
to
you, Shannon.
say that, yeah, that's not to say that you're not supposed to come back next week, because you are, because Angela and Natalie are going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I wouldn't want Angela to scalp me.
Now, why would she want to do that?
Well, if I missed her thing, and she
Oh,
might come out here like a hooligan and then just scalp me.
yeah, well,
So
she
I guess I'll
might.
have to be there. I know you
Yeah.
never know with that one.
Yeah,
That is the
yeah.
truth.
See you guys
Hey,
next
I have
time.
this wonderful, magnificent mirror that I'll stick you in if you're not careful.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Maybe they're threatening to get in a mirror war with Uncle Michael. You should know better. It could be a lot of fun,
Oh, goodness.
but
It could be a lot of fun, but I think we'll not do that. I think we did that a few times in a couple past lifetimes. So.
that has no reflection in the camera other than that.
Yeah,
There
it's
is a light
magnificent.
in the, yep.
Yeah.
It's a obsidian mirror. You can actually see the
Obsidian mirror.
spirits in the room with you with the thing.
Ah, nice.
And Angela should tell you about hers.
Yeah,
Angela has one.
I do. It's over here on the counter. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Since the owner just left, I had to close you guys up, but the owner was here. He's like, "What are you doing?" That's okay. I think he kind of loves things.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that magnificent?
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Oh, wow.
huh? Yeah,
That is really spectacular.
it's spectacular.
Michael,
It's going to be quite
what,
intriguing.
Michael, did you gift her with that? Oh my
Yep,
God.
yep.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. Yeah, yeah.
He did.
Yeah, you give
Yeah.
nice gifts. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got Labradorite on it. And actually, Michael, I can hold this. It's and everything. So, that's good. I must need it. Considering my back window of my van decided to spontaneously combust last night.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're calling the Galactic Gestapo because we think it was the aliens.
Yeah, because Ryan and I were outside last night, and all of a sudden Ryan and I he tasted metal first, and then I tasted metal in the air. My window was just fine last night, and this morning when Amy got up to go to work, she noticed it was broken, and then when I got up, it was broken. It was just shattered. So I don't know.
Moral of the story: track kills.
Yeah, it does, and it definitely cuts when you're cleaning it up and all kinds of things. So, it's okay. So now I got to get a new window for the van, and symbolically, I have a new vision behind me now.
You have a new vision
behind me. I have a clear window in front of me, a windshield in front of me, and everything behind me has been broken to pieces. It is done. Energetically, it is done. It is over with. Its burdens are gone. Everything's changed. I don't have to look behind me anymore or look. So I'm going to have a new vision, a new window and a new thing. So it's like, okay. It's very intriguing. It's very intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah. And the question is everything magical or nothing? And definitely everything is magical. And in
everything is magical.
Yes.
Yeah, everything is magical. My door flew open last night. Ryan and I were talking about Duke, and we were talking about some other things, some ghosts, and bam, the door flies open. I'm like, okay, cool. Now today it did the same thing again today. When I was getting ready to sign up for this AI thing, and I was like, I don't think I should do that. Let me ask Spirit, do you know how to do this? my door flies open so freaking hard it almost flew off the hinges. I was like, there's my answer. Okay. I need to get off this call. I need to get, do some other things. And yeah, so it's an intriguing process. I have some other things that are going to be coming to me. Thursday, I will be going to a canal to do some candles for Duke and myself, and we'll be going to the Eagle Tails over here, which is a very magical spot. So, I have some activations coming for me on that day. So it'll be very intriguing to see how this all plays out. Yeah.
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 So much fun. So much fun indeed.
It's intriguing. That's all I know. It's just intriguing, and I'm working on not losing my head. And I had some anger this morning, and mystified, very mystified, because I you can't even say somebody hit it with a bat or anything else. It was like just completely shattered. Every little piece in little pieces. I mean, in little pieces, like I was like, whoa, what the heck is that? So, and nothing.
Tiny little squares, right?
Tiny little squares. Yes, tiny little squares. Tiny little squares.
Yep.
I mean, just shattered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very weird. Yep.
Very weird. I could share a picture with you in the chat. It's very, very weird. So I have to go and vacuum my car out, and I still have to get the window replaced because I called some places today, and man, that sucker's a little bit expensive, but I'll get it done tomorrow. But yeah, very, very weird. Very, very weird.
Well, I'm really glad you're
Well,
here
that's what
to
I
tell
woke
us
up to
about
this
it.
morning.
Yeah, fun and games. I'm glad that Duke is watching over you.
I am very glad he's watching over me too, and I'm glad I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, I appreciate that. And I want to touch in with Jack and Stan. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely broken.
Isn't that something else? That's what I woke up to this morning. And yesterday it was just fine. It was perfectly clear. You could see everything through it. And I thought, well, you know what? Stranger things have happened to me. I've had phones break apart, doing karmic clearing and all kinds of different things. So it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. Yeah, it is.
It's all good.
So I want to touch in with Jack and Stan because they have been beautiful listeners today, and I honestly, Jack, I've got to say how much I appreciate you and the history that you have walked, the path that you have walked in the past through to now, and the people that you know and the things that you've done and what you are yet to do. Because I see that you and Stan are going to be doing some connection work. And I am looking forward to being a part of that, I hope. But what you guys are doing, I'm hoping is I'm true. I'm sure that it has great alignment to what I've been doing because you wouldn't be involved with Humanity Rising otherwise. I mean, that was a beautiful conduit for people of like mind. And because we have been active in this same circle for so long, we know who's who in this community, but other people in the community don't know each other, and that I think is I think where you guys are going to be really most successful. And I don't know, getting those other guys to come along and be, have a presence in other networks.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
doing it.
well, go ahead, Stan.
No, I don't need to say much. I just I asked Jack to essentially write up his vision, and then we'll collaborate.
So, Jack, have you read my vision?
Do I want your vision?
Have you read my vision?
I don't think so.
I've done an awful lot of writing, but I've tried to make the Our Heart Gardens website to provide enough of it so that people can understand what the vision is.
Well, so can I just go to I keep thinking I'm going to go to iHeart Gardens and check it out, but I don't understand. I just don't think of it in the right time. But it's just that's what it's called. Just me. No.
Nope. Look in the chat.
Okay, so you put it in the chat just now,
Yeah,
or whenever.
I just did. I'll make it.
I've seen it. I mean, I've seen the name. I think. Well, I
Nope.
know, but I don't have it right though.
There you go.
So it's in
Clickable.
our chat right now.
It is.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is kind of, I mean, the idea is to, like all these organizations, like this isn't just a group kind of thing of like the people in the chat room and the people that are part of this. If they wanted to be a part of it, it wouldn't be that we were organizing them. It's a matter that they would help us do what we're trying to do to organize the movement towards a world that works for all. And that's what we're looking at. And what we're trying to do, the idea is contact all the people we think might be interested in being a part of it to help work on that. And
Make
even
friends.
Okay.
giving some thought to I don't know, the thousands of people on Stan's other networks. That could be a lot of time and work. But if we're trying to organize and we're not actually trying to organize, like we're not saying we're going to organize you. The idea is to make, as Stan says, and I agree, we just want to make them aware of each other because we don't want any kind of power or be some sort of authority or a vertical kind of bossy kind of thing. All our intent is how do we get as many groups trying to work for a world of all aware that others are, and maybe a little nudge in the direction of, well, let's work, let's put some work into it, but it wouldn't be anything that we would be in charge of. We're not looking to be in charge of anything.
Right.
But you are definitely invited. I would like to look at the iHeart Garden. I'll get the I'll save the chat.
Click that link right now, Jack.
What link?
The link in the chat. The last link.
Chat. Why can't I find the chat? Oh, there it is. Who can see the last link?
Maybe not the last link, the second to last link. I just put one in the chat. So you want to click Our Heart Gardens.
It starts with HTTPS.
Why aren't I? Not the science under nature.com?
No,
That's not
that's for
that's
Stan.
not it. Oh, Our Heart Gardens. Our Heart. That's right. What am I thinking of?
That's right.
I Heart. But it sounded like I when you said it to me, because my ears,
Your ears are playing tricks on you. And Stan, that link is in there from Angela for you.
Okay, yeah, this is a salve. It's not something to drink. Is that right?
It's a salve?
This is a
That's not a
salve.
salve. That comes in a dropper form that you can drink internally.
What?
Internal?
That's not a salve. It comes from Azimuth and it comes in a dropper form. It's not a salve.
Okay,
I
so
just
you
looked it
want
up to
this?
make sure.
You want this to be something I drink?
Yes.
Under your tongue,
Okay.
sublingual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So, well, your health is more important, Stan. So that if I'm interrupting, but
No,
do you have
this is
something
good.
to add to what I was saying for right now? Because we were thinking
No.
about talking during this program, but that's not happening.
Yeah.
But we will talk again soon with the idea of well, like I started writing a little bit and definitely done some thinking about what we want to do. So
I wrote an email that I haven't yet shared, and I want to suggest that maybe it might give you some ideas, Jack. Do you mind if I just read it to you?
Sure. But
Okay.
but also send it because you read it, I might not remember everything.
Okay, and so I'll just put your to Jack Strasberg and Stan Pakris, and I'll just put in the top there that why am I not getting?
But I certainly am open to having you read it. I mean, I'd be interested in that.
This
So that we can
is
have like a person to person kind of thing.
For outreach.
If everybody else is okay with that, because
okay.
Other people have things they want to do.
Okay. I'll just ask. Well, Marco's okay with it. Stan, you're okay with it?
With what?
Angela is okay with me reading this to you guys. It's basically an outreach email that I drafted a while ago, and I haven't sent it yet. And it's like I'm not real good at starting things. I like a team approach, and I didn't have a team working with me. So I drafted this hoping that I would be able to talk to you guys about it. So it had to do with the bioregional activation event series. And so, and I don't have their email address. And so this probably isn't going to go out, but this is what I said. Hello, I recently read about the Bioregional Activation Event series and wanted to reach out because there appears to be meaningful alignment between your work and the stewardship and mapping work we have been developing through Humanity Rising, other networks, and Our Heart Gardens. For the past several years, we have been documenting, organizing, and contextualizing large-scale regenerative and consciousness-oriented dialogue ecosystems, most notably the 1,100-plus session archive of Humanity Rising and its associated afterchats. Through Patreon publications, transcript stewardship, relational indexing in othernetworks.org, and ongoing synthesis work, we are exploring how important conversations, relationships, projects, and emerging patterns can remain visible, searchable, connected, and usable over time rather than disappearing into fragmented media streams. What especially resonated for me in your newsletter was the shared recognition that regenerative work is already happening across many interconnected communities, and that one of the emerging challenges is not simply creating new initiatives, but helping existing people, projects, and knowledge systems recognize one another, coordinate more effectively, and build continuity across networks and regions. Our interest is increasingly moving toward how this kind of stewardship and relational mapping could support not only humanity rising, but also other regenerative ecosystems, organizations, and bioregional initiatives seeking greater visibility, coherence, and connective capacity without sacrificing local autonomy or identity. I would welcome the opportunity for further conversation to explore where our work may intersect constructively. Signed, warm regards, Shannon McArthur.
Sounds like a very nicely written invitation to be friends. And so my admonition, make friends and then make maps.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you, Stan.
Can't hear you, Stan.
Make friends and make maps.
Make friends and make maps. Yep.
Friends and maps?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Map
like
them.
Maps like
map
driving
your
along
friends.
a highway?
Yeah.
What?
I just want to make sure I had maps the right word.
Yes.
Yeah.
M-A-P, map.
Yeah.
I think I got it
will
now.
help us. It will help us to see the possibilities, because your neighbor is a more interesting trading partner than somebody on the other side of the continent, because we have to get around shipping at this point. Depending on shipping is difficult and prone to problems. So if we can get
environmentally not good.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing.
That's one of the problems. That's one of the problems. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, the biggest.
So, yeah. So mapping them on a map is important, but it's also what other networks actually is. It's a digital map to the conversations that we have.
When you say mapping, you're talking about mapping organizations or locations of individuals and groups and organizations?
Diagramming relationships. Diagramming relationships. Mapping.
Actually, what has been termed the mycelial map. It is the what is underneath everything. It connects us all. That's at least the term that has been used in my ecosystem. And you can call it a mycelial map if you want to, or whatever you like, but it's basically all those things that you talked about. And that's what Stan is creating in other networks. And I am so in love with other networks. And I know I'm not the only one. I know you like it too, Jack.
Okay.
So
I'm getting tired, so
yeah.
hope we're going to end soon.
Yeah, I'm going to the proposal for outreach that I shared in GZR tonight.
Proposal for outreach?
A proposal for outreach.
Is that what
Recognizing
you read us?
resonance across, that's what I read. I'm sending the email to you now.
All right.
All right, there you got something to play with now. Yeah.
Something to add to my playlist, huh?
Exactly. And then maybe someday I'll be able to get Michael to create an audiogenomics medicine for the mycelial map and heal us all.
So is your thing science under nature? Is that it?
No, that's Stan's, the one above it.
ourheartgardens.com? No.
Yep. Yes.
Well, that's your but that's your website, right?
Oh, I sent it by email. I'm sorry, Jack. I sent it by email.
Oh, by email, right? Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's in fact that might be preferable.
Oh, good. I do like to do
As long
things
as
that
you
are
have my
preferable.
email, which I'm well, which you do, of course.
Of course.
So that'll work.
Yeah. That's
No
excellent.
problema.
I'm really glad that I managed to find a way to share that with you, because I really liked it, and it was sitting on my desktop for the longest time. And finally, I get to send it off to you, and so I'm really glad that we have Gaia's Zoom room, because whenever would we ever be able to share this kind of stuff? And how do you change the world if you don't have a team? And if the team doesn't have a place and a time, it's not a team.
Oh yeah, Marco, have you been listening or to what we've been talking about?
Yep, I've been listening. I noticed I didn't get the email.
So are you?
I will forward it.
I mean, if you obviously if you're interested in participating in this, you're definitely welcome. If it's something that, well, I know it interests you on some level in some way, but I mean, actually working on something is a little bit different than being interested. Although they're
Yeah, I am so overloaded right now and overwhelmed. Um, but this is it's right up my alley, the kind of stuff I do. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
getting people who are working on a world that works for all better collaborative and organized.
yep,
yeah. Yeah.
And I haven't mentioned it to Angela actually, so I'm not sure that that's something you would be interested in, but maybe. I mean,
I
you're
think Angela's all in complete agreement, and her upcoming presentation at Jackalope might be a perfect place to push this out into the community, into the youth of the community.
so do we
Yeah,
have
for sure.
so do I have a way to know when that's happening and how to I guess how to
It's
watch it or
happening
listen to it?
it's
Is that
happening the
in the
first two
chat?
weeks in August. It's the first 2
The,
weeks of August, Jack.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
the first
I
2
said
weeks of August.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm going to hire
And
Shannon to help put things together.
Oh, oh, oh.
Uh,
All right.
yeah,
I'm
it's
going
something else.
to
Oh God.
copy link
Whew.
and put Jackalope for Jack
Yeah,
Jackalope for
into
Jack. I like that.
they have a website, and I think they have some stuff on Facebook as well. It's in the National Forest. You can check it out. Check it out. It's called the Jackalope Freedom Festival. I'll be presenting music and stories and whatever the heck else spirit besides for me to present. So,
You know, I used the word jackalope decades ago. Because you're kind of thinking
this
about
is in
antelope, and then my name is
yeah.
Jack, so I kind of combined the two. But that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
my dad. I heard it first out of my dad's mouth, and that was back when I was a teenager. So yeah,
sounds
it's
about
been
the right
around a
time.
while.
You must have got it from me, or maybe I got it from him.
Oh,
maybe.
fun.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Okay, let me see if I can put this in here real quick. Oh my God.
Are we getting music from Angela?
Yeah, you were reading my mind, Jack. I was just looking at my
right.
thing, and I'm gonna see if I can download a song real quick because I created one the other day that I don't think you guys have heard yet.
Well, now would be the time.
Let me see if I can download it and stick it in the chat.
You know what I'm kind of thinking. Oh, well, not kind of thinking. I am thinking, like when we talk about, like when you're talking about and I'm talking to Shannon right now, the idea of what, bringing everyone together, getting the movement better collaborative. And then Stan and I had a pretty good conversation. So we got at least a halfway decent, if not a little better than that, understanding of where we're at together. But that's something that we have to really kind of work on for those who are going to actually be involved in particular. Is are we all kind of thinking the same thing, and make sure that it all fits together? Because this could turn into a lot of time and effort, and and if that we're not careful, if we don't get started in the right way and with agreement, we could waste a lot of
There's no
time.
mistakes. There's no mistakes. I'm sorry, Jack.
Huh?
There's no mistakes. There is no possibility of making mistakes. We're all conscious beings. We're all talking to each other. Anything that gets lost in space gets corrected or brought into play as it's needed. There's no problem with working on being collaborative, being building a world that works for everyone. There's no problem with that.
No problems, no mistakes, huh?
It's right. It just takes time and friendships. That's what it's really all about. Make friends and make maps and enjoy our lives.
Yep.
All right.
You have to let me know if those work, Shannon. I put 2 songs in there, so.
Tree of unlimited potential.
Oh,
I'm trying to make it possible for me to listen to it. And
it being
find what?
So if we go to,
what are you trying to listen to?
The tree.
It's the tree of unlimited possibilities.
Limited.
Okay, so this Angela posted this, and it's a download. We have to download it before it gets disappeared.
Is that a song or something?
Yeah, there's 2 songs in there. I just put them in the chat, and they're not released anywhere.
So we can play that from what you gave us here in the chat.
Should be able to. For some reason, I'm not.
I hear a
flute.
There we go.
It starts off with a flute.
Yep.
Can you share, Stan?
I guess. Screen sharing is disabled. I don't have screen sharing.
Marco. He's jumping into action.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'll do the other one that way too, so that way you can just, you have them. You guys are getting first dibs because they're not published anywhere. I don't even have them published on Suno or anything. So
Okay, so we've got to listen to which one are you going to play for us, Stan?
I'm trying to figure out what to do. Hold on. All right, let's see.
You could make it a race. They don't have The Road Beyond the Watchfire. I could start with that one.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, so I will.
All right, I'm not sure what I'm trying to share.
I think Shannon's got it. I sent it to her on WhatsApp, so
Okay.
she can probably access it that way.
Don't have that one. Let's share that one and play.
I woke before the sunrise, put the kettle on for tea, watered all the growing things that still depend on me. The cats came for their breakfast, the hummingbirds their share, but an empty bed beside me left a silence in the air. I listened for your footsteps, the way I've done for years, found only morning sunlight and a river made of tears. Oh, do run free beyond the watchfire, run where the tall grass meets the sky, strong legs beneath you, young again forever, no more stumbling, no more asking why, and I'll keep walking down this road before me, carrying the love we came to know. You walk beside me through 1,000 miles of living, now you're the wind that helps me go. The lights were flickering strangely at the station down the road, water poured where it shouldn't, and the day became a load. But I laughed and kept on moving like we've always learned to do, finding shut-offs, fixing chaos, thinking quietly of you. And somewhere in the noise and motion, the truth came shining through. The watch I've kept so faithfully has finally carried you. Oh, do run free beyond the watchfire, run where the tall grass meets the sky, strong legs beneath you, young again forever, no more stumbling, no more asking why, and I'll keep walking down this road before me, carrying the love we came to know. You walk beside me through 1,000 miles of living, now you're the wind that helps me go. Four, 4, upon the clock face, darkness wrapped around the night. Birdsong in a sacred parkland, incense drifting toward the light. Every ending holds a doorway, every tear becomes a stream. Every road we've walked together still continues through the dream. The cards lay waiting on the floorboards like a pathway through the years. Quiet time and true awakening, peace of mind beyond the tears. New horizons called softly, beauty standing hand in hand, with the promise that tomorrow still has wonders left unplanned. Oh, do run free beyond the watchfire, run where the endless meadows glow, chase the rabbits, greet the starlight, find every every friend you've loved and known. And I'll keep singing down this road before me, with hummingbirds and dragonflies in flight. You carried my heart through so many seasons. Now your memory carries mine. The watchfire's burning softly, the evening settles low. I can almost hear you breathing, and somehow I know.
Do you now see a tree of unlimited possibilities? Uh-oh. Nope. Stop. Stop. Okay, and so I'm going to go here and share this tab instead. And this is the tree of unlimited possibilities. Whoop, got to start the song first. Here we go.
Before the dawn had found the desert, I walked the garden rows again. Water on the thirsty flowers, morning on the waking wind. The world was different than it once was, a silence resting by my side. Yet somewhere just beyond my seeing, love was walking with the light. And every ending leaves an opening, every tear becomes the rain. Every road that disappears returns in another name. I'm standing at the threshold where the old world meets the new. Roofs below and stars above me, holding everything that's true. The wheel is turning, the river flows, the seeds remember where to go. Through every ending I can see the tree of unlimited possibilities. Possibilities. Changes came like autumn weather. Death arrived and cleared the field, not to punish, not to take away, but to reveal what would not yield. Sacred space beneath the branches, where memory and spirit meet. 1,000 footprints still beside me, though I walk on different feet. And every soul I've ever loved still moves within the song. The form may change, the heart remains, the connection carries on. I'm standing at the threshold where the old world meets the new. Roofs below and stars above me, holding everything that's true. The wheel is turning, the river flows, the seeds remember where to grow. Through every ending I can see the tree of unlimited possibilities. Psychic whispers on the breeze, calling softly through the trees. Creativity like firelight, emotional rivers flowing free. Healing gathers in the darkness, becoming what I'm meant to be. And every struggle, every scar has carried me this far. I'm standing at the threshold and my heart is opening wide. What is left is still remembered, what is coming walks beside. The wheel is turning round and round, life is rising from the ground, with healing waters flowing through me, with feminine strength surrounding me. Through every ending I believe in unlimited possibilities. The tree is growing, the roots run deep. The old ones wander, the new ones seek, and love continues. Wild and free beneath the tree of unlimited possibilities.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Jack. That was beautiful. And I see Angela has already gone off so that we can't even applaud her. Well, here we go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you all for being a part of my reality, because I have hope because I have you.
Well, you're welcome, Shannon.
Yay! Marco's going to throw hearts. Yay! Look at that! Woohoo! All right. Thank you so much for coming and playing in Gaia's Zoom room. And we'll see you next week or before, of course. And bye for now. Do it.